Your love is rated X. That means you're extra, extraordinary.
Hello everybody, Stacy here with Karma Rocks, and I am back with another video. Today's video is going to talk about the 3 starter crystals that you should have in your first crystal collection. So I'm going to be talking about the 3 I highly recommend, giving you guys a little bit of an explanation on those, and also a fun little exercise that you can try with them. So get ready. So the first crystal that we're going to talk about is Amethyst. So this is the Amethyst. Hope you guys can all see that I dug up on one of my digs. So one of the things I like to mention about this one is this is definitely going to be a crystal that incites wisdom. It's sort of designed to help you think through things and think a little bit deeper. So the reason I want to talk about that one first is that a lot of times when people start out on their spiritual journeys, they are sort of in a position where they are asking questions and they're wanting to learn more. So this is one I highly recommend, because this is going to help you with sort of getting into that space where you can think a little bit deeper and question things, as well as look at things differently. I think a lot of times when people start down their spiritual path, they are questioning their life purpose, the meaning of life, all of those things. And whether or not we ever arrive at the answers, this is certainly going to help us ask some really good questions and think a little deeper. The other really great thing about Amethyst is it helps you to slow down. So if you are a person that's extremely anxious, if you are a person that's really uptight, it's really going to help you slow down and sort of gather your thoughts, put your mind in a better space where you can think a little more rationally, a little more clearly. And it's also going to help balance out those emotions just a little bit. So the other thing I really like about it is because it causes you to think so deeply, it's helping you to see the beauty in some of the darker things. So some of the things that you've gone through in your life, it's helping to point out the beauty in that situation. Like, what did that teach you? What were your lessons that you learned from that? So the exercise actually that I want to encourage you guys to try with the amethyst, if you guys have a piece of amethyst, is take it with you for one of your, outings, going to the store, going to work. Take it with you and pay attention to how you're feeling while it's with you. Pay attention to where your thoughts are going. Pay attention to what you're noticing around you and where your mind is going. I also want to say, and I'll talk about this in another video, that I highly recommend you get a journal. Journaling is so important when you start out on your crystal path. It's going to really help you to write things down and learn more and more about your crystals. Okay, so the second crystal I want to talk about is rose quartz. So rose quartz, and I kind of get a funny reaction when I first talk to people about this one. Rose quartz is obviously associated with the heart chakra and deals with all matters of the heart. So it's also called the stone of love. And a lot of times when I mention that to people, I get a lot of strange reactions. People that have been hurt or had their hearts broken, maybe feeling a little bit of fear, or may sort of want to run when they hear that word. And I kind of want to reiterate to everyone that love is not necessarily always about relationships or romantic relationships, but it's also about loving yourself. So this is going to be a crystal that really helps you to understand self-love. It's also going to help you in seeing situations in which not only you've given love, but you've received love. So a lot of times we're going through life noticing that we're giving all this love and we're doing all these things, but we're not paying attention to all the situations in which we receive love. So the exercise I want you guys to try with the rose quartz is to, with both hands, so you have your dominant hand, your non-dominant hand, meaning the hands you write with, the hands you don't. So your dominant hand represents pushing out or giving out. So when you place your rose quartz in that hand, consider all of the thoughts that come to mind when you think about situations in which you've given love to people or to animals or to any type of situation. Okay, then placing the rose quartz in the other hand, your non-dominant hand, consider situations in which you've received love. People have shown you love, whether it's a stranger on the street or a really good friend or a family member. So that helps us to understand that really when we look at the big picture, we are really abundant in love. It's all around us and it's everywhere. Okay, so the last crystal that I think you need in your collection is quartz. Now, quartz is probably one of the most abundant crystals out there. I'm sure it's one of the easiest ones that you can get your hands on. But I also think sometimes it's the most underestimated. So I really wanted to talk to you guys about that one in this video. So quartz is also known as the master of all healers. With that being said, it can do many different things. It can help with healing, it can help with clearing your mind, it can help with balancing emotions, it can help with dealing with pain. It's got so many beautiful qualities. It's also associated with the crown chakra, which is your connection to the higher self. So again, for those of you that are just getting started on your spiritual journey, this is a great one to have in your collection because this one's going to help you a lot making that connection and receiving the guidance that you need to go further and further in your life. The other thing that I want to point out is that quartz is known to absorb and transmute energy. So it's a great piece to have anywhere in your house or workplace where you feel that you're taking on a lot of negative energy or you're in a lot of situations of chaos. It's going to help to balance that out, absorb it, transmute it. But the thing I like most about that is that it's also representing the fact that it's reminding us that we can do the same thing. So we ourselves can also act just as the quartz does and transmute energy. So think about things that you do on a daily basis. So that's my exercise for you with the quartz, as I want you guys to take it with you when you go out somewhere to the park for your walks, or taking the dog out, or running to the post office. Whatever it is you do, take a quartz with you. And I want you guys to think about a situation, or maybe you'll encounter a situation in which you can make the decision to transmute something bad into something good. So that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please comment below if you have any questions. I love answering questions. I love getting feedback. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button and hit the bell. That way you guys can get notifications for future videos that come out. Okay? I hope you guys have an awesome day. Bye.
Your love is rated X. That means you're extra, extra, extra.